Right now it's time to draw my curves onto my solid stock, and the red lines that you see are my initial layout, keeping in mind that the man I'm making this for is from Taiwan, and Chinese culture is they have a thing called feng shui. Now the word 8 is considered to be a fortunate number, and actually means prosperity. 28, that's 20 centimeters from the center to, there's going to be a bend here. There'll be another curve going that way. But the distance from there to there is 28 centimeters, and that's why I selected 28, because we might end up calling this the double prosperity table. Well, it's Merry Christmas for me. Look at that. That's my industrial bandsaw coming off the truck, and that's how my man is paying me to make him this table. It's a very exciting day for me. He was telling me to do less of a curve there, and then he went ahead and did an even tighter one. So look at that. Look at that. Okay. Oh, 对，哎，很棒。OK， 可以做一条蛇。OK。那头在这边。I'm gonna make a snake. It's an umbrella snake. 哎呦，又僵哦，僵哦，手。Now this machine is between 20 and 30 years old. And it used to be the standard factory green, which is a bummer of a color. And it's gone and made it look more modern, and it's done to some great extents to give me something I'm happy with. We still need to fit these cross members in between the two sides of each leg. What I've done is, in red, I've drawn lines about where they intersect, and I'm going to take it apart, readjust my curves, and cut these curves on the bandsaw first. And where it travels through a mortise and tenon here, it travels as a tenon through a mortise. I'm going to have to cut it thinner and straight. Yeah, I just cut the first half of the joint that I've got to create two of these, and what I wanted to point out was we got a nail hole here and a nail hole here from 60 years ago when they built a house with this wood, and the same is over here and here, and it's kind of like serendipity because the joints that are getting cut will make those nail holes disappear. And I'm quite pleased with that. Of course, there's other nails like that that hopefully will get disappeared by the bandsaw. Sorry for my messed up English. Get disappeared. They will disappear, hopefully, with the bandsaw. And say hello to Boykie. Hi, Boykie. How you doing? That's my new dog. He's a good boy. A little bit shy, but he's got a heart of gold. At this stage, we've got the first leg notched so that it can accept 4 different points of this the cross member section. There's one, there's another, and it worked out nice because I measured the thickness of the cross member piece here from what, here to here, 64 millimeters. So I removed 32 millimeters at all the points where I wanted it to pass through the legs. And funnily enough, it turns out that when I measured the gap remaining, it's exactly 32 millimeters. So we'll remove 32 millimeters in 4 more spots. Basically here, 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 and here. And then we'll see how it goes together. By the way, it was a real struggle to get that baby to go together. I don't know if the humidity in the air today has caused the wood to change shape, or if my chisel work just wasn't that accurate. But it went together, and makes me a bit ambivalent about the final setup, or the final glue up process, but we'll see. And this is what it looks like with the rear half of the leg not yet installed. Well, these red lines are where I want to cut my half mortises. I say half because the other half are already on the other side of the leg. And I've gone through with the rigid circular saw. Excellent tool. And I'll continue on with that right now. Okay, I wasn't very happy with the stability there, so I put the router back onto its wider base. Okay, initially I had said that this was acceptable, if you can see, right? Simply because nobody sees it. But, you know, Steve Jobs' father, he put it well. He says, you know, it's the things that the people don't see that you got to take pride in. So I got lucky and I reflected on my laziness, and I realized that my so-called 32 millimeters depth was 31. So I had an extra millimeter to work with, and it allowed me to make this one cleaner. Alright, this is a slot that the cross pieces need to slide through. We've got it standing on end, and our feet are joined to our legs, but it wants to slide through, and this part of the feet needs to be removed so that it'll be a through slide. So that's what we're going to do now. With the adjustment of the blade height, I managed to get it a whole lot closer than just now. So minimal chisel work and maximum precision. Well, I'd say not bad for attempt number one. I've got to do, I think, a total of, let's see, 2, so 10. Got to do 10 of them. I don't dare push that all the way in because I might not ever be able to get it out, even if it's just a dry fit. Sure, it's ornamental, but the point is that it provides inward force, constant inward force, while the glue's setting up when we join these two halves. So yeah, there we go. I'm pleased with that.
About 20 minutes, I'll need someone to help me flip this.
Alright, I've got a challenge now. I need to make a mortise that comes from here through this piece of wood out to here. It's long, it's steep, and it's got to be in the shape of a square. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to get that thing accurate, but I'll let you know when I come up with an answer. That's so that we can pound a wedge through.